What's up YouTube? Welcome to Little Pig Barbecue. Today we're going to cook up some St. Louis style ribs out on the Weber Summit charcoal grill. I'm going to show you how to trim the ribs, how to season the ribs, and how to set up the smoker. So stick around. It may be November, but it's a great day to barbecue. Okay, here we are at the Weber Summit charcoal grill. We're going to set it up for indirect cooking. First we're going to take out the grate and the heat deflector. Now if you can see, I got a little bit of charcoal left over from the last cook, so we're going to leave that in there. So the brand that I like to use is Royal Oak. Now with this cooker you can actually use briquettes or lump charcoal, but I like to use lump charcoal, so we'll get it spread out really good. Now when you light the fire, I'm actually going to use a couple of wax starter cubes. And these are just Weber brand starter cubes. This smoker has a tendency to burn from left to right. I'm not really sure why, but I always start on the left side over here. I'll space them out a little bit. And it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get this thing started. So we'll get those going there. Now on the bottom vents, usually clear the ashes out, and there's a hole right here. That's where I'm going to set the damper. Okay, now running with the damper set to that hole there, and then the top vent set to about halfway. That'll let it run around between 225 and 250. So we'll let that heat up, give it about 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll come back out here and check it. Okay, we're back out here at the grill, checking on it. If you notice, you got that corner there burning pretty good. So now we're ready to get this thing closed up. get you set up here so you can see. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, heat deflector on there. I'm going to put a couple chunks of apple wood on for some good smoke. Grate in place, close her up. Now the top vent, I'm gonna leave it about a quarter of the way open for now, or about half open, and we'll watch our temperature climb. We're shooting for about 250 degrees today, so we'll let that come up and we'll come back out here and put the ribs on. Stick around. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and we're hanging around between 225 and 250. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these babies on. It might come up a little bit more, but we'll just adjust it. So see the smoke rolling out. Now it's really important to lay your ribs on how you want them to cook. If they're crooked, they're going to cook crooked. So straighten them up as much as you can. It should be good. So we're going to leave these on for about 2 hours. We'll come out here and check them. We're going to spritz them with some apple juice about every 45 minutes. So hang tight and we'll be back out here in a little while. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes. Temperature's still holding steady at about 250 degrees, so we're going to take a look. Give these babies a quick spritz. This is just a 50-50 apple juice and apple cider vinegar. We'll check back in about 45 more minutes. It's been about 2 hours and we're hanging out about 250 degrees still. So we're gonna check on them, probably give them another spritz, just to keep some moisture in there. See a little bit of pullback on the bones. Bark's looking really good. So we'll give them another spritz. Probably gonna let them go about another 30 minutes and we'll check on them again. Okay, it's been almost 3 hours. Let's take a look and see what they look like. Color's really good. Got a nice mahogany bark. Starting to see some good pullback on the bones. I think these are ready to go in the wrap. So we're gonna take these in the house. Get them put in a really good wrap and throw them back on for another hour or so and get them really tender. Okay, we're going to work on building some flavor here. So I've got 2 layers of aluminum foil laid out, and I'm going to put some Parquet squeeze butter down. This is just going to be some added fat that's going to help tenderize the ribs, give it a richness. Get it opened up here. And you don't have to put a lot. I usually just do a good line, about like that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a pretty good layer of brown sugar, and this is maple brown sugar by Cosmos. This is really good stuff. This is going to give it the real sweet flavor that everybody likes on ribs. So I'm just going to lay a bed of that down. Okay. And then last, I'm going to put another thin layer of also by Cosmos. This is cherry apple habanero rib glaze. This is really good stuff too. This is going to have a little bit of sweetness, but it's also going to have a little bit of heat on the back end. So nothing crazy here. I'm just going to give it a little drizzle. Okay, so once that's on, then we're going to take the ribs, which smell awesome already. I mean, they look amazing. But we're going to lay them meat side down with the bottom side facing up and pick off any burnt pieces that you see. There's not a whole lot going on this rack, but that looks pretty good. So once that's laid back down, I'm going to take tiger sauce, original. Again, this is going to be another sweet flavor with some heat on the back end, and I just put a little thin layer on the back side of this. And this is more for moisture. It's going to kind of help steam the ribs a little bit, help tenderize. So it's really important once you get these flavors laid down and the ribs on, you want to wrap it up really tight. So I try to make a pouch, so all of the steam and those juices that happen as these ribs cook stay inside the foil. So best you can, make a pouch. Be careful not to let any of the bones poke through. It's pretty good there. And I'll fold it over here, just like that. And these are ready to go back on. Okay, we're back out here, going to put the wrap back on. Lay these babies back on there. You want to lay them meat side down. Get her closed up. And we're going to give it about an hour and we'll check on them. So hang tight. Okay, it's been a little over an hour, so we're going to check tenderness. Oh yeah, we got some good pull back. These are probing tenders, so I think we're going to pull these. We'll take them in the house and get them plated up. Take a look real quick. I'm not looking for temperature here. The probe should go in almost like a toothpick going through some room temperature butter. So these are actually perfect. Catch you in a bit. Okay, now that we got these in the house, we're going to unwrap them and let them rest for a little bit. You want to be really careful with this, because as you pull it out, there's going to be a lot of juice. See how shiny they are. Get them turned around here. Now with these, you actually don't need any sauce, because the stuff that we put in the wrap actually kind of made a glaze that went on top. So there's no need to sauce these. These are good just as they are. So we'll give them a few minutes and we'll cut into these babies and see what they taste like. Okay, let's get these babies sliced up. The easiest way to slice up some ribs after you get them ready is flip them over so you can see the bones, and just go down the line and cut them up. Oh, these are super tender. they're actually falling off the bone tender, so. Let's get a couple of these cut up here. Let's try this one right here. Get the camera straightened back up. Okay. This one right here looks good. You definitely can taste the rub, the brown sugar. Cosmo's glaze is awesome. He makes some great stuff. If you haven't ever tried Cosmo's, you definitely need to order it. I've never gotten anything from there that's bad. All of his stuff is good. You can taste the salt, pepper, garlic. I'd say these turned out awesome. Took around 4 hours total, 4.5 hours total. Really simple recipe. If you haven't tried it before, get out there, get you a slab of ribs, and get out there and fire the grill up and get it going. Don't talk about it, just do it. It's easy. I gotta go. I gotta finish eating these up. Thanks for watching.